How's it going, guys? Bibi here with my final thoughts on Hinamatsuri. So Hinamatsuri released in April of 2018 and I checked it out when it first came out and I really loved it. But I got behind in all my stuff and I only watched the first episode. And I'm glad that I decided to go back and check it out. It has a dub, so I decided to watch it in English. It was on the Funimation app on the PlayStation 4. And yeah, I don't regret it one bit. It was a great series. So this series follows a supposedly extraterrestrial girl, Hina, and she crash lands through a Yakuza's window. So yeah, she crash lands into this guy's apartment, Nita, and Nita is just like, well, that's a thing. I'm going to bed and ignoring this. He comes back the next day in the morning and he's like, oh, she's still there. Cool. He releases her, she pops out naked and starts demanding things. So she's like, I need clothes, I need food. And when he refuses, she starts using her powers. She is a psychic, she can move things around with her mind, and she threatens him by breaking a whole bunch of his valuable vases, which he absolutely adores. So of course Nita gives in because he's like, well, I don't want to lose any more of my other stuff. Takes her out, gets her some food, gets her some clothes, gets her toys, and one thing leads to another and she ends up living with him. The series actually does follow a few girls and a few storylines, which I really like. It ends up being that Hina isn't like the focal point. There's another extraterrestrial girl that turns up and she's a psychic and everything, and we follow her story, and she is a lot more fleshed out than Hina. Has a lot more personality. So the girl's name's Anzu, and she turns up in order to take Hina back. Things happen and she can't end up getting home, so she ends up homeless and living on Earth. She runs into a bunch of homeless men who take her in, and she starts learning how to make money and like living off the land and rummaging for food through the garbage and whatnot. So yeah, her story is very interesting, and I actually really like Anzu. She is adorable and she is a lot more relatable than Hina, I would say, just because like Hina, it's kind of like she slightly gives a shit, but she doesn't give a shit at the same time, where Anzu is a lot more believable. So yeah, anyways, this series is great. The dub is great. I love the character designs. They even go to the lengths of like bringing in an extra character to be like, hey, you know, we need to bring you guys back. Why haven't you turned up yet? And yeah, all in all, it was a really good watch. The other girl that we follow is a classmate of Hina's and is just like the most funniest storyline ever. It is about a middle school girl who gets blackmailed by a bartender to work for her. So yeah, she ends up working for this bartender. Her teacher turns up and is like, oh, you look like one of my students, and she's like, oh no, you know, I just have that kind of face, and ends up like persuading him into like thinking that she is not a middle school girl. She ends up like living a totally separate life where she has a job, she has an apartment, and all she wants to do is just go home to her mum in the end. It is so funny, and all of the storylines of the girls are just like, they're so different, but they're so like intertwining. It's great. So I highly suggest anyone check out Hinamatsuri if you haven't seen it already. It is hilarious, it is a great watch, and yeah, it's like one of the ones that is very high on my list of anime now. So did you watch Hinamatsuri when it first came out? Do you rather it in English or Japanese? Let me know down in the comments below. I look forward to reading it all. While you're there, make sure to give this video a big like and share it out to all your friends. Go and check out my social media links down in the description below. And if you want to help out the channel and donate, you can do it one of two ways. You can either donate through Ko-Fi, or you can become a patron of mine and get an awesome shout out, just like Asperger Bear, Bernard, Linwood, Moji, and Lou's Corner. They're all awesome Biblioteers, and you can become one as well. If you haven't seen my last video, make sure to click the box just down here, or go and check out another one of my videos right over here in the other box there. So from my Tamika guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye bye!